as you just make yourself comfortable and begin to relax, perhaps noticing the rhythm of your breathing, the gentle ebb and flow of the air through your body, the rise and fall of your chest with every breath in and breath out. And wherever you're listening right now, you might sense the quiet support of the place you've chosen, as if the surface beneath you or the ground below you is quietly rooting for your ease. And just sitting still here, you can notice the rhythm of your breathing, coming and going like people entering and leaving a busy gym, each one with their own stories, their own focus, seldom noticing the lives of others. And some people find that each breath brings a little more calm, perhaps because a part of you already knows it's safe to pause right here, right now. And as you listen, you can just allow yourself to get comfortable, letting your attention to drift, just like a towel dropped onto a bench, just ready to rest. And maybe as you're listening here, you can imagine a quiet locker room just after closing. The hum of activity has slowed, and the space takes a deep breath of its own, settling into stillness. In these moments, there's a sense of echoes fading, of lights softening, of everything finding its natural level. And you might notice how easy it is for your mind to create that feeling, as if you're surrounded by the invisible comfort of walls that have seen every kind of day and listened to all sorts of worries. And gradually, you can let yourself slip more deeply into that gentler awareness, where even the memory of footsteps or voices simply dissolves into soft, spacious silence. In that quiet, you might remember or imagine a time when you watched someone tying their shoelaces, their hands steady, yet you sense the flutter of nerves. All around, people appear so certain, moving through the gym with practiced routine. Yet if walls could share stories, they'd tell of countless first tries, uncertain starts, even the occasional tripping over a mat. What's interesting is how from a distant embarrassment shrinks, like a towel forgotten in the lost and found box, significant for a moment and then only fabric and memory. You might realize that other people's focus is on themselves, their reps, their goals, their playlists. And there's one almost playful quality to the mind's stories, the way it can rehearse criticism that never actually arrives, where most people are quietly wondering how they look to everyone else. And as you drift a bit further, picture the gym as a training ground, not for perfect performance, but for patience. Patience with yourself, patience with change, patience with learning. Every expert started somewhere, The strongest ones struggled with lighter weights. The most coordinated ones tangled the jump rope, and every confident stride had its wobbly first step. And sometimes you can only notice your own progress in retrospect, when a new ease or a small smile appears as you try again. And it's curious how allowing yourself to feel a little out of place can be a sign of a willingness to grow beyond yesterday's borders. Like muscle fibers that rebuild stronger with each gentle use, confidence grows each time you return, absorbing lessons from even the most awkward of moments. I remember seeing a faded old poster in the corner of a gym. It showed an old champion, sweat-soaked and smiling, and someone had scribbled on the bottom, "Nobody cares, just keep going." The person who wrote that may have known what you're discovering now. Embarrassment is simply transformation dressed in a costume of self-awareness. And as you show up again and again, it becomes easier to let old worries drop away. The echoes of old laughter, the heat of a blush, even the sting of a remembered fumble, all melt away, like condensation on a cool bottle after a workout, visible at first and then gone. And the next time you walk into the gym, you'll find yourself feeling a little lighter, as if a door opens in your mind, letting in fresh air and fresh possibility. You'll notice that your focus is turning towards your own journey, quietly interested in what you can try, what you can explore, what you can enjoy. No longer weighed down by stories that belonged only to a fleeting moment. And all those who matter most, your future self included, are simply glad you chose to show up again and again, learning, breathing, being. And so, with a gentle awareness, you can begin to sense your body once again, the feeling of the air around you, the support beneath you, as the locker room lights softly come back up in your mind. Your breath can bring gentle energy now, and your attention can stretch out like a body after a good workout towards what's ahead. There's no rush as you begin to bring your thoughts back to the present moment, and you might find your eyes wanting to open or your fingers wanting to move, reconnecting with the space around you. And in your own time, let alertness return, carrying with it just the right amount of confidence, curiosity, and gentle self-acceptance. And from today forwards, you'll notice yourself feeling more at ease in gym spaces, discovering new moments where comfort quietly replaces self-consciousness. Each time you return, the confidence will grow in unexpected ways, simply from showing up and giving yourself the space to be you. Thank you for spending this time giving yourself confidence and care. And if you found today's session helpful, you're always free to return or continue exploring your own possibilities here on the channel. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.